What's happening, guys? It's departure eve for Mid-Ohio. So I think it's very appropriate to be demoing this XL100 today. We'll be leaving early tomorrow morning on Thursday. Well, technically it'll be Thursday. We're going to be buying bikes, trading bikes, showing off some bikes for the museum, and then racing in the motocross competition, and then hanging over the fence for the trials and hair scrambles, guys, cheering them on. I'm really excited about it. Let's redo this one. Let's redo it. Oh, hold up.
Leaving for Mid-Ohio soon. Gonna be a dirt bike tycoon. Hope you're gonna be there. Be square. Over and out.
XL100 83 from the John Montana collection. Sorry if I butchered the last name, John, but hey guys, Ken Jr. down here in front of the Kaplan cycle shop, about to leave for Mid-Ohio, and had to demo this XL100. This will be at Mid-Ohio with us at the booth. Let me tell you everything about this bike real quick, and then I'm going to take it on a test drive. Here's the deal. This bike's got 3,900 miles on it. That's the original paint on the tank. There's a few spots where it's been touched up. Come on over here, Rick. Right here, a few scratches right there, but check it out. Here's the original, remember, Honda Preserve Nature warning sticker. Always wear a helmet and ride safely. Always wear a helmet, guys. This one has a headlight and tail light that are in working condition. I believe these are the original tires, although I can't confirm. Definitely the original seat cover and the side panels and exhaust system, and most of these got smashed, totally smashed by people like me. So to find one like this has become a rarity. The whole XL series, they're ridden off-road, they're play bikes. This is a bike that you can kickstart right around the pits of Mid-Ohio. Most of these just got totally wrecked. So this was brought to us by John and Mike from Long Island. They brought this to Mini Bike Mania. We bought this, a KDX 80 and an ST90 from them. All really good low hour and low mile examples. Some of the nicest that we've seen actually in this category. So this one, there's a little bit of touch-up paint throughout. Looks like there's some touch-up on the rear fender. The engine cases have been touched up by our lead detail guy, Brian. They were sanded and repainted. And then Chris went through her. The work order will be down in the description. But I guess the highlight on this bike is the original paint and then the low miles. You get 3,900 miles on this guy. And Chris and I were talking. Oh, another thing to note, the ignition can be turned with just a screwdriver. So I'm not sure what happened. I think the key was lost, and John did the conversion. He just tore the ignition right out of it. So we were discussing putting a new ignition on it and then putting some new tires on it, because these are good, but they're due. It's due for a tire change. And then we were like, yeah, well, Chris, you know, if you spend the time, we're gonna have to ask all the money for it. So it's either we sell it for $1,800 as it sits, or, you know, we put new tires on it, and then someone's got to pay $2,500 for it after we, you know, $100 ignition and a couple $100 in new tires, and then the labor. Other odds and ends, brakes have been adjusted, they're working mint, thing starts right up. Bars, clutch, transmission, everything is straight and tight and feels exactly as you'd expect from a ready to ride XL100. But I mean, I hate flapping my gums, so let me take this thing off-road and give you a quick test drive. After I'm done, Doc's going to detail it and tuck it in the museum. This is going to Mid-Ohio with us, so if you want to buy this bike and pick it up in Mid-Ohio and rip it around. If no one buys it, I'll probably be riding this around because we're trying to buy a lot of bikes at Mid-Ohio and lots of stuff like this. So this will be my cruising machine, and I'll be scoping out all kinds of classics in Lexington. So, oh, I gotta turn the ignition on. All right, 1, 2, 3, send it. Take it right off road. And square up the hill, come in here hot. Drop a gear. And carry my fat butt up the hill. Oh, Mr. Groundhog. Connecticut's a non-signal state, meaning you don't need turn signals. These XLs. Maybe our XL aficionados can tell us if this bike came with signal stock, but the headlight and the taillight that's on it now is sufficient for registration. You'll pass inspection in Connecticut. You won't get a ticket. Use hand signals here. Like I said, the headlight is working, taillight's working. You take this thing and register it and rip it around, go off into the trails. It's a quiet machine, you know. You ride it through the neighborhood. It's got the stock exhaust on it. It's something you can just get on and rip. I mean, I don't know how many miles you can go on a tank, but it's got to be 50 plus or something like this. Clutch doesn't slip under hard acceleration. Guys, look how I was saying, I could have put a new ignition on this thing and put new tires on it, but then it's going to be in a totally different price category. So the bike runs mint, stops well, and the lights work, so it's ready for the street now. If you're going to ride it off-road and put a ton of miles on it, I mean, send these tires as they are, and when the time comes, go ahead and put new tires on it. But we didn't want to have to price the bike out of the fun range. You're gonna have to get the thing shipped or meet us in Mid-Ohio or what have you, so something to take into consideration. Just rip this thing around, man. This category of bikes, I mean, this is a bike you can jump on, rip around the pits, ride it all day long. Gas is, you know, for $3 you'll be riding it all day long. Guys, XL, man. 83 XL100. Call us with any questions. 860-454-7024. I'm going to turn the ignition off. Park her in the museum after Doc's done doing a final detail on her. So, guys, see you in Mid-Ohio.